My best practice is an evidence-based interdisciplinary research internships that I call Young Scientist at UCG. These internships take students through the entire research process. They are treated as independent and responsible researchers, and in that sense there's a level playing field. The spirit of this internship is that identity of a young academic professional is created in a social space. That means that if the system is right, students can flourish and excel.
Religion, Diversity and Identity is a BA course that combines an introduction to the themes of lived religion and urban diversity and substantial training in qualitative research.
When we arrive in the neighborhood in Rotterdam, I always welcome students to the University of the Street. To me, as a teacher, this expresses something fundamental about teaching and transmitting knowledge.
Teachers can learn from this best practice to take their students out to the real world, supervise them in this process, and discuss their experiences with them.
My best practice is to teach how to ask questions. And I think the most important aspect of it is to figure out how the question, how the confusion arises. Why is it there?
As a philosophy student, I think it's really important to engage critically with the material, rather than a lecturer that just feeds you questions and then you automatically have to answer.
Uncertainty, as they say, is an uncomfortable position, and yet every day we make hundreds of decisions based on unreliable, incomplete, and even contradictory evidence. This is the context of our course.
In our course, we build upon existing learning lines. Our students have a solid foundation in research methodology from the first year. And simultaneously to our course, they also take the course Research Practicum, in which they can actually apply the skills they learn in our course.
Our best practice is the course Scientific Reading, Debating and Reflecting. It is a course which does not run for a block or a semester, but it runs for 2 years throughout the whole program of the Research Master Spatial Sciences.
The key aspects underpinning our course can be easily translated and applied in other faculties. For example, our teaching approach is strongly driven by academic scientific curiosity, which we aim to apply in all aspects of the course.
Interactive knowledge clips, which are short videos with a few built-in questions that let students test whether they understand a given concept. So the clips provide a personal touch to your course in that they give the impression of a one-on-one session with you. This is especially difficult to achieve with large classes without the use of knowledge clips. Clips make pacing flexible because each student can watch the videos at their own pace, and the lecturer also sees how their students are doing and which topics are worth revisiting in class.
Our best practice is the seminar policy analysis. So this year we've completely redesigned the course to increase the active involvement of students and to make a real change in society. This course is an excellent example of active learning, and we also made a strong connection with legal practice. Because we closely cooperated with members of parliament, students actually contributed to the better protection of whistleblowers, and in this way their work contributed to society.
My best practice is a flipped classroom that supports the acquisition of interdisciplinary knowledge. Think of the learning outcomes from the perspective of the student and what would be the best way of acquiring them. A flipped classroom can be so much more than just a recorded video. It can be a conference embodied experience or even more. Also think of career perspectives that go behind those learning outcomes, what students can gain from it. And most importantly, keep yourself inspired.
My best practice is going on safari. During a safari, students can visit multiple practitioners in their own habitats and learn about a central topic. It's a form of experiential learning where we start with an introductory session to introduce the central topic. We then have multiple field trips and we end with a plenary session to reflect on what we learned about the central topic. A safari can take 1 day or multiple days.
Our best practice is the use of team-based learning, TBL, in our curriculum dentistry. TBL is an evidence-based, collaborative teaching method in which students get the opportunity to apply theoretical concepts via different learning activities. The idea is that students learn how to apply the theoretical concepts. And that's what you want as a teacher, that they know what they learn and that they can explain what they have learned.
Our best practice is a democratic experiment. So we teach a course in democratic innovation, and the course starts out with this premise that democracies are dying, and there are lots of books that came out recently that democracies are ending or in decline. And in this course we think about rebuilding democracy from scratch.
Our students have to design a real-world democratic innovation that will have real, concrete impact in the society. There's no success, there's no failure, it's all about learning from practice and make a concrete advancement in real life.